right, man. Well, I mean, the fact that it means nothing almost makes it significant. Yeah,
Yeah, almost.
I've for months I've been racking my mind, but there's no answer. Which
That's
comes back, which is
disturbing.
interesting, because that comes back to the title 42, the fact that there are no answers. So it's a big
No,
circle, which is interesting. So
yeah, and
anyway, now that
yeah, you got it.
now that the 42 EP is finished in its entirety, I guess,
Yeah.
what's next for RZA? Any new music in the works yet?
I am in the very early stages of writing a full-length album. I am not sure when I'm going to be able to start recording it, but it's probably going to be 9 or 10 tracks long based on what I have written so far. And I think it's going to be a little bit more involved than 42 was. I don't have any title yet or anything for it like that. But there is going to be a Robot Zombie Army full length. Don't know when. I'm going to get some decent equipment / people who actually know what they're doing in terms of music production to help me out. And I want it to sound really, really professional. So that will happen. I will post updates when that sort of accelerates towards being completed more. But I would expect probably no earlier than the end of the year would get started on that, and maybe early next year I would be able to release it. That's my optimistic schedule. In the meantime, over the summer, I am getting together with a kind of a garage band that I used to jam with in high school, and we're called Night Moose. And we play horrible nonsense that is awful on purpose. And we're going to record an album in like 8 minutes. And I'm going to see how many people want to download that for free. But it's going to be completely ridiculous. It's like Tom Waits meets 80s Metallica with Down syndrome. It's just very ridiculous. And that's just what I'm going to do over the summer. And then after that, I am going to hunker down and start getting the Robot Zombie Army stuff together, because I really want to revisit that and do more as a solo project.
Well, that's awesome, man. One more time, the name of the band is Night Moose?
Night Moose. Yeah, remember it. KNYGHT Moose. And the way we spell it, there's an umlaut over the G. I don't think that's possible to type, but
that's
the way
awesome.
we've always spelled it.
I'm really, really excited to hear that. There's not a Facebook for that yet, is there?
There might have been one once. I think we haven't done anything serious with it in years. We might have made one for it a long time ago and forgot about it. But I'll set one up as soon as stuff gets together. Yeah, it's going to be strange. I would, honestly, if you like stuff like Faith No More, is like more off the wall stuff, only like written at, a level that Mike Patton would never even think to stoop to, that's probably a good comparison for it. It doesn't approach Robot Zombie Army in terms of how complicated or well thought out it is, even though Robot Zombie Army isn't particularly complicated music. But yeah, it's just going to be a completely ridiculous music, completely ridiculous lyrics. It's just going to be completely ridiculous, and I think that's going to be fun because we're all completely ridiculous people, and so ultimately this is the pinnacle of self-expression for a completely ridiculous person is to make completely ridiculous music.
Well, that's awesome.
Well,
I love ridiculous things.
I'm definitely downloading that.
I love Faith No More, and I love Robot Zombie Army, so I'm looking forward to checking that out.
So in addition to RZA, you also have another band called the Indigestion Collaboration. Can you tell us a little? Can you tell us a little about that project?
The Indigestion Collaboration existed before I was in it. It was originally an instrumental guitar collaboration between two European guitar players. Luka, for the life of me, I can't pronounce your last name. Sorry, Luka. Luka Znerzic. He is from Slovenia. No, he's from the Netherlands. I'm sorry. He's from the Netherlands. And Matthias Vandenhoven, who is from Slovenia. And they are incredible guitar players that make me hate myself whenever I try and play guitar because I look at the way their hands move and mine don't work like that. And I get angry. And But they had collaborated on a song called Mega Poop, which is a great title, before I was involved with it. And they sent me an email because I guess they had found out about that I was a singer through Metal Sucks. And so I agreed that I would hop on board with them and redo that song with a vocal part over it, which I did. And we all enjoyed that. We had a good time, and Metal Sucks liked it too. And so we kind of got a little bit of exposure there. And since we've done 2 more, and they've both gone over pretty well. They're write music very, very much like Nevermore. Stylistically, I think it's somewhere between Nevermore and Winter Sun type music, and those are both bands that I really enjoy. And so I always really enjoy hearing their stuff. They write all the music, Matthias and Luca. They write all the music and the guitar parts, and basically they send it to me, and I do the vocals over it, and then I send it back to them, and I think Matthias does all the production, if I remember correctly. And actually, it might be Luca. I'm sorry, guys. I forget which one of them does what after it's recorded. But either way, I send it back over to them, and they produce it. We make videos for it, and we put it on YouTube. We're doing a new song now that I can't reveal much about because it would ruin the surprise. But we're in the middle of a new song now, and hopefully that should be done in another month or so. It's going to be good.
I can't wait because I love the first 3 so far. So I'm definitely excited to hear some more poop-themed awesome metal. But it must be difficult working with people so far away, even though the process might be slow. Are there any plans to make the band a little bit more serious, or is it strictly going to be the way it is? What's up?
Sorry, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
I was just asking if you guys have any plans to take things a little bit more seriously, get a legitimate release out ever.
They have never approached me about it, but we're getting a little bit more adventurous with everyone that we do in terms of the scope on which we want to make it. They are pretty popular on YouTube compared to me. They have more subscribers than I do, so I think they have some connections in terms of knowing certain YouTube guitar players and people who are popular on YouTube for playing guitar, and they are we already had a guest soloist on the last song, Constipated, who was very awesome, and we have a guest that's going to be on our new song as well, who I won't reveal who he is. I don't even know if you'll even know who he is or not, but I knew who he was. And he is going to lay down some serious shreddage. I feel like a retard. Shreddage. He's going to shred on the new song, and it's going to be awesome. But other than just widening the scope of the people that we have involved with making the music, I don't know that we have anything planned in terms of an actual release rather than just one song at a time. As far as the difficulty of working with people who are so far away, is really not too complicated. The main side effect of it is just how slow it moves, because we all have so much other stuff on our agendas, and the only way we can get in contact with each other is via email. It's not like I can, drive down the street and say, like, hey, I want to jam some new Indigestion collaboration material. We just kind of have to work at our own pace, because we're so far away from each other. There's not really much else we can do. But aside from the fact that we can only get like 3 or 4 songs done in a year, apparently, it's really not too hard. They're nice people. I like to think I'm a nice person. We work together well for the little amount of working together that we actually end up doing. And so, it's not a difficult process to go through. It's just very long.
All right, man. Awesome.
That sounds really cool. No, so before we go, is there anything else you'd like to share with the listeners right now?
Is there anything else I'd like to share with the listeners?
Yeah.
Let me think. Things that I would like to share with the listeners. I have a friend named Wade Wiseman, who is an incredibly talented bassist and singer. He plays with a band called Falling Upward, who are a prog metal band who are way better than I am, and are just incredibly gifted, talented musicians, all of them. And if you go to Facebook and you type in Falling Upward, I think it's for the life of me, I can't remember what the address is. But yeah, their band is called Falling Upward, and I think everybody who enjoys my music should check them out because they are way better than me and just awesome musicians in general. And just facebook.com/ oh, that's wrong. Hang on a sec. Let me see if I can figure out what the address is, and I can just... Okay, it's facebook.com/ Falling Upward Band. And I can't stress enough how awesome these guys are. They don't have any official recordings or anything, but there are lots of videos of them playing, and just very, very, very awesome stuff. And I can't recommend them enough. And that's all that I really had to share, except thank you all for listening to my album and downloading it and or donating any money. That is all very, very awesome. I appreciate every single fan that I have, and it means a lot to me that people enjoy my music as much as I enjoy making it.
Well, thanks, dude, for coming on. We had a lot of fun talking with you. Well said. We'll definitely check out your buddy's band and wait patiently for the next Robot Zombie Indigestion collaboration and Night Moose.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thank
man.
you very much for having me. I enjoyed this as well.
It's always a pleasure, dude.
Take it easy, dude. Keep in touch.
All right. Horns up.
Horns up.
Have a good one.